I did a lot of thinking today. And I figured that this would be a great video for people to tune into and really tap in with. So if you have a second, I'd say you can put aside maybe 5 to 10 minutes of your time to just kind of just let this video play out. Listen to me while you're kind of just either brushing your teeth for the night, or whether you're just doing stuff around the house. Maybe you're, just bullshitting on the side. Or if you really want to pay attention and watch the video, by all means. But just give me a second to just talk to you for a second. So obviously, you're not blind, you're not stupid. You see the title of the video. You can see what it says. I think far too often in life, we, as human beings, we try to be too involved. Or we try to be the center of any and everything. We try to be the one that is supposed to be, or is actually, the center of the attention. Whether psychologically you're thinking, why doesn't anybody care about me? Why doesn't anybody da? Or whether you're the person that's actually in the center of all the attention, and it seems like everybody can't do anything but care about you. I think it's very important to, at one point or another, maybe often in life, when you feel like you're being overwhelmed by the constant pressure of eyes on you, or feeling like you're involved in all the mess, feeling like there's a bunch of chaos in your life, there's no ray of light, there's no this, that, and the third. It's just constant storm outside. When you give yourself a second to just take a step back, when you give yourself a second to just back away and not be so in the mess, not be so involved with whatever is happening, you give yourself a second to really tap into your perspective and really see the battlefield, see the chessboard, see the game, the field game, the game. Just seeing the field for what it is, seeing the board for what it is. And you get to really dissect it and make your next plan moving forward. Right? For example, say for instance, you have a friend group, okay? You have a friend group, and you're the friend in that friend group. You're the friend that knows any and everything about everybody in that friend group. But guess what? They don't know really anything about you. They know about as much as you allow them to know. And because of that, you're able to take a step back, examine the board, and take on whoever's challenge is most necessary to take on at that moment, because you've allowed yourself to absorb everything else so that you can see the big picture. There's nothing that can really blindside you, because they've given you all the material you need to make your plan. Right? Now, I'm not saying to be moving shady. If you're just intentionally, withholding information that, well, really there's no other reasoning to withhold that information besides trying to be deceitful, then you're being disingenuous. You're not really in a friend group. You're just a leech. You're a person that is looking to gather information about other people purposefully so that you can use it against them, as opposed to being somebody who is genuinely taking a step back and being a thoughtful person and taking in the information that is gifted from around them. Forget the friend group for a second. Let's move from that example just a tad bit. But not just the friend group, but also, sorry, I wanted to check something real quick. But also the old lady that you interact with every day. The boss, the manager that you work with every single day. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, whoever it may be. You always benefit from examining the board a bit from the outside. So that when you move inside, when you move into the state of play, you're able to come with the best crafted plan. The most well thought out plan. The plan that it accounts for every little crook and cranny of things that could possibly come up. So yes, it's very important in life to, engage, to apply yourself, to be inside of the play. But sometimes you really will benefit from taking a second to put the blinders on, take a step back, and then reveal the scene again. Because now you've taken yourself out the play. You're able to examine the play from the outside looking in. You ever hear from a coach that they see things? Sorry, guys, there was something on my phone, a little notification. But you ever hear from a coach and they say that they see things happening in a game or on the field of play or whatever the case may be, right? Or a teacher or a tutor, they see something that you didn't see. That's because you're so in the mess. You're in focus with what you're doing that you might miss a detail or two because you're focusing so heavily on this thing over here. But then this thing over here is in your blind spot. You don't see it. But the person that's outside the play, they're able to see it. They're able to see what you're missing. They're able to see what could help you overcome that challenge you're currently hyper focused on. So even if you're not the person taking the step back, think about the person that is, who maybe might know a thing or two outside of what you're dealing with because they've been around you, but they haven't been involved in the nonsense. They haven't been involved in the crisis. They haven't been involved in the problem at hand. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, look for somebody that's been around, maybe knows a thing or two about what's going on, or has been around it enough to know what's going on, but isn't necessarily involved in it. Because they might have a little bit more to help you key in on what is the root of the issue and how you can really fix it. Another thing I want to note before I close this video for right now. One thing I want you guys to practice for my people that lack confidence, okay? For my people that lack confidence, what I want you to do is at least once a day, now obviously use your proper discretion. Do not be an idiot. I'm not saying go up to any random fucking person, like just anybody. If they look sketchy, they give you the weird vibes or whatever the case else, go to somebody that's not. But the point is, go to any sort of, somebody you've never talked to before. Probably be the first time you're talking to somebody. Actually, you know what? Try a random store clerk or something like that and just try to strike up a conversation with them. At first, it might seem cringy. It might be, you might be so nervous you stutter over your words a little bit, this, that, and the third. But the little things you do when you put yourself in these uncomfortable situations, it builds that mental stamina. It builds that steel cage that you need in order to block out all the anxieties and all this. And even if the anxieties kind of seep in, it's not nearly as much as what you first were dealing with, and that's a step in the right direction. You always want that as a step in the right direction. But anyways, guys, like I said, about 10-minute video. I don't want to make it too long, so I will let you guys go for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this message this Sunday. I hope that a lot of you guys, from my Americans, you guys will definitely, for the most part, I know most of y'all are, tuning into Super Bowl Sunday. So hopefully your team is in it. If they're not, who you got? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of here and get back inside, because it's not, cold, but it's chilly outside, and I'm not trying to be out here too long. But anyways, man, it's been your boy Najee. I'm signing out for now. Peace out.